Hey everybody, Marshes here. Welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, the Elder Kings mod. Last episode, I genuinely just tried to hold on to what I've got. I've had a couple of counties taken away from me by my neighbours. Gideon is the most annoying example, because they've kept it. Whereas Seaspring was taken by Mirkwood, they then split on the ruler's death, and are now two individual counties. But I believe they are, yes, they are allied through Dynasty. So they've got Mirkwood and Seaspring are allied, but also Sarper. Sarper is there. Sarper, wow. Oh, if he could die and then go to someone else, that would be great. That would get rid of one of the more powerful people who could be involved in that war. He's also got one of the best counties there. He's actually... I was looking at the economy map. Because everything is obviously red, but there are different shades of red, and different shades of red mean different things. So, Solrest, Black Rose, and Lilmuth are all I don't know if you can tell, but a slightly less red. So is Hellstrom there, and so is Archon there. They are the ones that have actual holdings. Everything else is tribal, which is the really bright red. So, but really, there's no way I can get to them straight away, I don't think. Can I conquest this guy? I can claim Archon for a courtier. I can also claim Sea Falls. Okay, worth knowing. May need to do that. Is this a strong claim? A strong claim. Which will be inherited by my cousin. Ooh. I didn't think of that. But allies are plenty. So many allies. Okay, well, we're going to ignore that for now. So basically, of the choices I have to attack, I have Red Man here. Except I can't... Well, no. Really, I can only Inquisition to take land, and I don't have the piety or the traits to do so. You need to be zealous and have 500 piety, I think. I'm only on 79. Which is kind of sensible, because otherwise you could just, when you're powerful enough, just wholly war your way across the world. Because there's so many different religions. Now, this guy, Gideon, is possibly worth attacking. He's only got 805 levies, and his only ally is Seaspring, who, I'm pretty sure, yes, I just defeated in a war, so they are weakened. So there is that. I have 1,330 troops, which is quite a lot, considering my neighbours. So what I am going to do, how many is he on? Yeah, he's not going to accumulate that much more. So I'm going to call a conquest for Black Marsh. And I'm going to raise up my levies. I'm going to call in my... He's not going to help me. Or is that defensive war? I think it might be a defensive war. Now, we are going to group everyone there. Just keep them away from the borders for now. Now, they're unlanded. Unfortunate for them. Might give them some of this land once I am going and I've taken it. Ah! I can now create petty kingdoms. I need 200 favour and 384 gold. Oh, okay. I would probably go for the Solrest Kingdom rather than the Lilmuth Kingdom. Petty Kingdom of Lilmuth, Petty Kingdom of Solrest, yeah. Okay, so cool, I don't even need to do a custom kingdom then. So I can actually save the money I would have spent on the third duchy, instead use that on the kingdom, which I'm not going to be able to afford either way. 384 gold, that's basically impossible for me. I need to really try and save some money. What is my thing? War. Yeah, I suppose I am at war at the moment. When can I change that? Can I change that whenever? Yes, I can change that whenever. Okay, so once I've got this land... Oh! I've got a satanic child! I must fast and pray to the Hist. Okay. Cool. So I have a demon spawn. And a courtier named Erdine. Let's have a look at the demon. There she is. Erlene. Breton. Bloody hell. She actually is really good. Marry her off. Get some families on the go. Before she offs herself, you know. There we go. Cool. Get married. Oh, my son. No! Oh my god, he was amazing! Requiescat in pace. Oh, I lost my best steward and my son. But also my steward. Bugger! Well, my sister can now be my steward now. You can try and get money, if you would. He was my... Was he my... No, he wasn't my heir. This guy's my heir. This is the one I was hoping would kind of die first, before that happened. But apparently not. Oh well. You want to back the plot to slander someone. do I really want to do that? I don't even know who that is, so I'm going to decline. Because if you don't know who it is, it's probably likely to be someone you actually don't want to slander. Because that's just the way it works. Now, I'm going to combine these forces. Head to Riverkeep, then to Stonewaste, then to Glenbridge. Mainly so we don't have the river crossing, which would be really, really bad. And there is my... Is he still in... Yeah, he's still on... minus 41,000 prestige. Thank you for ruining the family name. Cheers for that. Will I will not catch this guy. I don't really want to. I want them to carry on going. 21st. Move. Cool. They're there. So I can have a much faster battle, to be honest. Because otherwise I'd have to go a long way around. My daughter can be educated by someone. So she's not the wrong culture, mainly. My heir is still this guy. Who is betrothed to... Ah, yes, I remember now. This was to try and get a claim on Markment, which would be nice. We're going to attack this army. They have Black Marsh on their side, as in the terrain, but I have lots more troops and really good commanders. So I've won this battle, I can tell already. There we go. Cool. I'm quite glad that worked out correctly, otherwise I'd have been completely wrong. And that would just be embarrassing. So I'm going to go wipe out this army and start occupying Black Marsh. The county, not the terrain. Gotta get these spelled out properly. Nibonay is really becoming an issue. Yeah, there's a lot of land they've got there. Hopefully, they won't be too aggressive towards me once I've taken Black Marsh, because then, of course, we will border each other. So I'm going to go and occupy Gideon's last holding. Seaspring has not gotten involved, which is wise, because they have no troops. Might be able to go to war against Seaspring, because... Yes, they've got slightly more... They've got so many allies. Holy crap, they've got lots of allies. Do I want to go Mirkwood instead? Less allies. Could do that. He'd call them the Pandemic Slavers. Pandemic? Pandemic. Only have 400 troops. What about... Chief of Seaspring has 600. Mirkwood. Sarpa has 1,000. Okay, so it would be tricky. It would be tricky. I don't know whether to do that or not, or just... Gideon is... If I could... I can't plot to kill anyone because I'm kind. Or at least not... Yeah, I am kind. So I can't plot to kill anyone, so I can't plot to kill that guy. Which is really annoying because otherwise... Then I'd be able to immediately go to war with his son and take this holding, which is really nice. And it would make my realm quite nice as well, quite large. Another death in the family. Resquiascat in pace. I can't even pronounce that. It is Italian, to be fair. I'm not Italian. As you may have noticed. Now, I'm going to educate my daughter. Someone else. My other daughter. No, that was my niece that just died. You can now be my marshal. I'm surprised you weren't already, to be honest. Oh, no, it's because you kept running away. I remember now. Cool. So, you can now be commander. Anyone better than you? Yes. Anyone better than you? Yes. House Assassin. I've got 2 House Assassins. I'll go for them. Swordmaster. Could be him. Court Scribe. Him. Court Dwarf. Oh! Master of Ceremonies. Can be you. It's always good to get these out. They can be the difference between someone being happy and someone not. But at the same time, they do sometimes come across as a bit too much. See, there's no one I can give High Almoner to. No one can be... Oh, you can be Cupbearer. I'll give it to the Shade Marsh, hoping that you won't try and kill me. That's another thing. I like the little effects that the honorary titles sometimes give. Like Cupbearer. It increases the chances of assassinating someone, or it used to. Or maybe it never did and I've just gotten that wrong. I don't know. But I am going to fully occupy this holding, mainly because what I intend to do is... Well, first I'm going to split this army in 2. No, I wanted to split it. N. It's N in this mod. Okay. Well, this army's going to go kill them. When it's... Or at least stop it from sieging stuff down. Once it's got to first siege, I will bring it back here. Combine forces, so they've already crossed over. Unlucky, mate. You are not going to be able to take that quite now. I can imprison someone. Ooh, do I want to? Could I ransom him? I could. He would not be able to afford it. No, not worth the risk of a war. What is this? You want to go seek... Ooh. Go on, make me proud. I should legitimize her. Just in case she ends up doing anything. She wants to become a... Yes. Yeah, so if she ends up doing something, then I'll be able to, you know, take advantage of that. You are on a... Something or other. I'm going to have you marry matrilineally to... Oh, this 75-year-old. Oh, how the hell did you end up with orcish armor? I do want to get that. How do I... I want to plot see... Okay, I can kill my wife, but not a stranger. Okay, that's still confusing me. I do want to try and steal that. I know it can be a plot. You can plot to steal technology, steal artifacts, but I do want to do that. Will you stop that? So they've taken some of the war score off, but because I wiped out their army and are occupying their capital, it's all right. So yeah, as I was saying before I had to go and chase off that army, what I'm going to do is, when I've taken Black Marsh, I will then board a Gideon. Gideon is itself quite well built up. It's got 2 castles and a church holding. That's quite a lot of money that I can get. Now, I'm going to fully siege it down so that I can get as much money as I can from this war. And then I will return to raid it, which is a little bit cheeky. And also, this does give me potential chances to get his kids, which is quite good. Where is he? Damn, I can't afford it. I need it for my kingdom. So yes, I've recovered a few hundred troops there, which is quite useful. And once we've fully occupied this, I will end the war. There is no point spending troops to occupy something I don't need to occupy. So you can be imprisoned. You can be defeated. Thank you very much. And then I will give that... What is... Go away. Cool. I will give that to one of my sons. Possibly this guy? Maybe this guy? Which ones am I getting problems from? This guy. You can be educated by... I'm going to make you really good marshal. Not educated, married. Marry this woman. Once they're married, I'll possibly give him land. And now this all could backfire. Because, of course, not all my sons are going to be completely loyal to my heir. But at the same time, that's part of the fun. And if it ends up that we've got a couple of powerful vassals, well, I'll survive. They have nothing there. So I'm going to disband this army for now. Unless I wanted to raid Redman. Could raid Redman. I'm going to raid Redman. Except they've got the single holding there controlled by Nibene, which means it makes Nibene hostile, which means they then send an army. Which is no use, to be honest, to me. Not a fan of that. If they could avoid doing that, that would be great. You want to be educated. I'm going to educate you myself, because you are one of my nephew, heir to Half Shield. Where is Half Shield? Isn't it there? Yes, it is there. My half-brother. Ah, I remember now. Cool. So part of my lands are all spread around my family, which is a good way to have trouble. But it's also quite fun. So that's what I'm going to go with. I could do that, but that's going to be a big thing. Lots of prestige lost, and everyone's pissed off at me, which I will try and avoid, if at all possible. I've gone up to 1,200 troops now, which is decent. I might be able to attack someone else. It's all about trying to get someone who's not got an ally. Markment, aren't they my ally as well? Yes. They like me, 64. They like this guy, 50. That guy is Chief of Naga. Oh, so 1,000 troops there would help his 500. I would not be able to really... I mean, what does he think of me? 19 versus his 40. Yeah, so he'd probably join that war. Something to be aware of if I do intend to start expanding along the eastern coast. Archon has lots of allies. Really annoying. If they could not do that, that would be grand. I'm going to change my thing to business, I think. Gives me the chance to get the trade... Oh. The trade agreement event, which is always nice. Nice chunk of money. You can study technology in Rock Spring. And I could become ambitious. Do I become ambitious? I do not become ambitious. That is a shame. Ah, well. Ambitious is such a great trait. Really, really good. Especially in this mod. Traits are very dependent on allowing you to do stuff. If you're, like, for example, the one I mentioned earlier, the Inquisition, you need to be zealous to do a holy war. That makes sense. Someone who's cynical shouldn't be able to really call a holy war, or at least would have to have another reason for it, a more cynical reason, perchance, such as wanting money or land. So if they were ambitious but cynical, perhaps, that would make sense. If they were content and cynical, then why would they holy war? They're content with the way things are, they've got no reason to hate their neighbours. Yeah. No, you can try and lose proud if you could, because you're going to be a future vassal, and I want you to be content and happy and not going to be a problem. So, Nibene. I can't attack Nibene for any reason, can I? Inquisition. No. He's just a petty thief. What? Mercy, cried the thief. When... What? He's just a petty thief. Being what robber? Someone robbed me? I don't even know. Right, well, you can be married off. Get the dynasty growing. I'm going to marry you off to... You have a claim on stone wastes. Is that part of my kingdom? I think it is. Yes, it is. Cool. Okay, so nothing to worry about there. I was hoping that I'd be able to press a claim. I'm no longer proud. That's a shame, considering how important prestige is to me. But oh well, not the end of the world. He is marrying a random content girl. Good for him. He's got horns. That is cool. Can't remember if you could get horns in the game, in the actual Elder Scrolls game. Oh, he's insane now. Maybe his allies won't like him as much. No, they still adore him. They still adore him. Let's just have a look at the world. Morrowind is obviously still very secure, not expanding. It's imprisoned by the Prince Galen the Shadow. Who is that? I don't know. But, I did not know. You were just jealous. Half-brother versus random guy. I'm going to piss off... No, I'm going to be annoyed with this guy. So the Tribunal. This is the great holy place. And apparently, according to the load screen, if you attack it, basically the Daedric gods just send a huge invasion force to fuck with you. Just like, what the hell are you doing? Which is, you know, one hell of a deterrent. Now, you need to be educated, so you can be educated to be content, if possible. Anyone have content? I've lost that completely. Where the hell am I now? Oh, it's by culture. So I want you educated. Why did it all of a sudden just say, no, you don't get to pick anyone? Come on. Content. Lovely stuff. So you can be educated by him, because he's got slightly better stewardship than anyone else. Lovely stuff. So, Valen Wood is pretty powerful. Falinesti is struggling a little bit. 600 troops versus almost 4,000. Given toys to have some friends, he became deceitful. Not ideal, to be honest. Rihad is nowhere really that big. Eleanor is still being there. Piandunia, is that how you spell it? Pronounce it? So he's formed the actual High Kingdom now. And he's still alive, which is obviously expected for an immortal. But you never know. Things might change. I'm on 120 gold now. That is, I'm getting almost 2 gold a month, which, not much, is not bad. So, I'm on plus 21 gold a year. Okay. Well, oh, she was not up for it. That's a shame. I'm going to marry you off to someone then. If you're not going to play along, then you get to marry my kinsman. Sucks to be you. Now, Gideon, they're still weak. I want to attack them. I want to attack them, but I won't be able to without breaking a truce, which is not good. Not ideal. You are still allied all over the place. Everyone will get involved in that. Found another grandson. Pretty good. Have you educated to become Patra if you would. And I think I'm going to end it here, so thank you very much for watching. And I will see you next time.